The Honest Company, ticker symbol HNST, is a very popular stock on YouTube because one of the biggest financial channels talks about it a lot and recommends buying it. So in this video, let's do an in-depth analysis of the company by looking at the financials, the forecast, some important statistics, using my discounted cash flow model to calculate the intrinsic value of Honest, as well as looking at the main risks of investing in this company. This is a very small company as the market cap is only $450 million. And the stock price is down 41% in the past year. However, today it made a big move and it is up almost 10%. Starting with their financials, their revenue has grown from $235 million all the way to $389 million over the past years. In terms of net income, if we take a look at quarterly net income, we're going to see that they just turned profitable 2 quarters ago, and they are currently doing $3.8 million. A very negative aspect about this company is the number of shares outstanding, which has been increasing drastically over the past years. This is horrible for investors as you are sharing the profits of the company with more people. And as far as their margins, their gross margin has been between 30 and 40% over the past few years, which is really nice, and it has been increasing over the past year. If we take a look at the financial forecast, revenue is expected to grow to $446 million in 3 years, which is an average of 5% per year. And EPS is expected to grow to 16 cents per share. In order to calculate the intrinsic value of Honest, I use my spreadsheet, which tells me at what price you should buy a stock based on the assumptions about the future of the company that you put in. I did a 7-year analysis with low, middle, and high assumptions. And as you can see, according to my low assumptions, the intrinsic value is $2.31 per share. Middle, 5.8, and high, 11.11. The stock is currently trading at $4.1 per share. This means that if my low assumptions occur, you're going to make a negative 0.3% annual return on your money. Middle, 17.1, and high, 30.9%. So huge returns according to my middle and high assumptions. And I believe my assumptions are reasonable as I have the company growing revenue between 2 and 6%, averaging a profit margin and free cash flow margin between 5 and 15%, and I assigned a PM price to free cash flow at the end of the 7 years of 13, 16, and 19. However, I left the share outstanding change at 0%, but as we have seen, they have been issuing tons of shares. So if we assume they issue, let's say, 2% of their shares annually for the next 7 years, the valuation becomes a lot less attractive, so I hope they stop doing this. If you want to make your own assumptions, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. The spreadsheet is super simple to use as I've done all the calculations in the background, so you only need to move these numbers around. Moreover, the company has an amazing balance sheet as they have $72 million in cash and only $17 million in debt, which is truly amazing. Now let's quickly go through the main risks of investing in Honest. And number 1 is profitability. They still haven't shown consecutive profitable quarters. However, they have very good gross margin, therefore this could improve in the future, and I'm not really worried about this. And number 2 is the niche market constraints. HNST operates in the clean, natural consumer goods segment, an increasingly popular but highly competitive niche. As mainstream competitors enter with similar value propositions, Honest's ability to maintain pricing power and differentiation may be challenged. In conclusion, I believe Honest could be a great buy. However, for me, I am waiting because the main issue is the number of shares outstanding, which have been increasing by a lot, and as you can see, it will destroy your returns. On the other side, this company still has a lot of growth potential and they just turned profitable. So there is a lot of upside potential. And I believe it has a chance of getting acquired. I hope you found this video valuable. Let me know what you think about Honest Stock in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.